Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to complete clutch time online fast and easy here in Season 5 of NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. So, for 100 wins in clutch time online, you get a Nate Thurmond card that actually looks like a really good option at power forward or center. And every time you spin the wheel for a win as well, you get a chance at Mike Bantam, who is the second best or even maybe arguably best small forward in the game. Card looks incredible. So, there's a good reason to be grinding clutch time online this season. I know a lot of y'all are gonna be playing, so I wanted to give y'all some tips on how to easily complete it quickly. So as y'all can see, we got ourselves a little squad built here, nothing too crazy, kind of a budget team. We got 3 free cards, or 2 free cards I should say, and Dr. J and E, a really budget card in Christian Wood, not super budget but not super overpriced card in James Harden, and Tim Thomas, who's like 200k to lock in now. Used to be a lot more expensive, but a lot of people already have the card from locking him in at some point in the last like 3 months. And overall, this team is like really solid. You don't need a great team to get the job done. You need 1 or 2 ball handlers. In this lineup, we have 2 ball handlers, a couple guys who can play defense. I don't even have like an elite lockdown defender in this lineup. We just got a few guys who are solid defenders and floor spacing across the court, basically. If you're a super budget player, you can still compete in clutch time very easily. Like say you have, I don't know, maybe you have Denny Avdia at the 1, and instead at the 2 you have Terry Dishinger, and at the 3 you have Andre Kirilenko. At the 4 you could have Christian Wood, who's 9,000 MT, and at the 5 you have Pinktown Michael Oluwakonde, who's free. A team like that will get the job done every single time in clutch time. You're not going to win every single game, but you're going to win the vast majority of them. You just have to have a team with floor spacing, ball handlers, defenders, and size, and that's about all you need. If you can get those things, you'll be just fine. So for today's video, we're using Harden. I could throw Denny at the PG, but I'm using Harden because of the fact that he's that playmaker, because I don't really have a playmaker at the 2 right now. I don't have any elite 2s in my binder currently, but yeah, let's hop into a game. Let's see who we match up with, and we'll talk about how to most effectively win in game. So the first thing to talk about in this mode is your settings. I have defensive settings set already. These are my settings. I have a video on my channel up that I talk about my settings, so y'all can go check that out if y'all want. But having some good defensive settings on will help you. Also offensively, you want to throw on a freelance, whether that's Bucks or Pelicans. Both of them are very good. Those will get the job done. Make sure your timeout, player minutes, substitution, and adaptive coaching engine are all off and manual, and that's about all you got to do. You can also switch matchups and things like that if you want to. Like, for example, if I wanted to, I could throw a better defender on Russell Westbrook or Vince Carter. I'm not too concerned about that, but if you do have a lineup where you don't have elite defense at every spot, you can throw your best defender on their best ball handler to give yourself the best chance of getting stops. But our opponent's got a solid team. I mean, he's got Russell Westbrook, Vince Carter, Opal Embiid, Opal KG, and Opal Jason Tatum. So it's a really solid team. It's going to be a nice little test, I think, for our team here in this clutch time game. But the biggest thing in clutch time is just to take what the defense gives you very consistently. You want to take what the defense gives you. That was supposed to be a standing dunk right there. That would have actually been a very good take by me, to be completely honest. But for whatever reason, it didn't let me go up initially. So that's unfortunate because we were actually in a really good spot there. Gonna get another standing dunk here anyway, though. Get to the rim and get ourselves a dunk. Just because there's a 4-point line in clutch time doesn't mean you got to shoot a ton of 4-pointers. If they're open, feel free to take them. 4 is more than 3 and 3 is more than 2. So getting those shots when they're good shots is nice. But if you can't get those shots, he just got a dunk meter dunk with the Russell Westbrook. That was actually kind of hell. This dude does actually know what he's doing, so this should be a nice little test. But take what the defense gives you at the end of the day. That's gonna be the most effective way to have success in this type of mode, is by doing that consistently. Again, I had a standing dunk there. I get blocked, but that's okay because it was a good take. Even though it didn't wind up going in, it was still a good take. And then we take a not so good take with Christian Wood, and it does go in. And sometimes things like that are going to happen. That's just the way the algorithm is. I got rewarded. Eventually I did get my bucket, and I deserved a bucket on that possession, but we didn't get the bucket initially where I thought I should have, probably with the standing dunk for Harden. But this dude knows what he's doing. It's gonna be a solid little test. Most guys you play in clutch time online, though, to be completely honest, aren't going to be that good of players. I don't feel like I play a lot of very good players in clutch time online. Plain and simple, you're going to play a lot of guys who just aren't that good. So as long as you play solid straight up defense, don't over rotate. There's only 14 seconds in the shot clock. Just play straight up defense. Try to prevent good looks, X switch screens, things like that. I have a video from last year on X switching on my channel as well if y'all want to take a look at that. But make your opponent work. Like, for example, that's another super solid possession. If he hits a tough shot like that, it's 17% post fade, you got to live with it. Like, this guy, again, like I said, knows what he's doing. He's a pretty good player. But we're able to consistently get ourselves good shots. Again, we get a great shot there with Christian Wood, and I just missed it because I'm not shooting well. I should have totally made that shot. But again, you want to get those high percentage looks, even though I missed that one as well. And even though I'm not playing that great to start this game, we're in a decent spot. Again, Good defense there. He draws a foul. It's a little bit fluky, but it's all right. I should have greened my wide open shot with Christian Wood. We still have a lead, but unfortunately I didn't. And then he drew a foul on a not very good take. So you're going to have to live with those types of things. That's just the way the game is at the end of the day, is things aren't going to go your way, but definitely got to green your shots, which I was not able to do on that possession. But hitting it out to Tim Thomas, he would have been wide open, but for whatever reason, he decided to spot up from Narnia, which is pretty lit. But we're still going to drive to the rim, get a decent little driving dunk opportunity. It doesn't unfortunately go in though, which is a little bit of a shame because I thought I actually had a decent look there. But bursting this way, Harden with a wide open three. He just played great defense. This dude's actually really solid. I did not think he was going to come over to play that at all. So we're actually not playing all that well in this game, but I still think we're in a good spot where we can still get the win. My CPU's jumping too. We're just getting unlucky right now, to be completely honest. A lot of the stuff that's going against us is unlucky, besides the wide open miss with Christian Wood, but it is all right because I still think we can get the job done in this game. Attacking the rim again, James Harden going up strong. We're going to draw a foul. I honestly thought I was going to get a safe dunk there as well, but I didn't, and this dude's playing good. Like, I'm plain and simple. I got to green my free throws. Just too many mistakes by me in this game, but if you can minimize mistakes, you'll put yourself in a position where you can get a win consistently against good players. Like, as long as you take your good shots and try not to give up easy looks, you're going to get a lot of stops and you're going to have a lot of success, plain and simple. Good defense. Get back to the corner, please. Get back. Good D. Get a hand up on Russ. Nice. That's great defense. And he's going to wind up with an offensive rebound. At the end of the day, like I said, there's only so much you can do. You're not going to get stops every single play. The game's going to go against you at times like it did there. And we just kept playing defense. We got ourselves a stop anyway. We drove right to the rim and we got a great look with Tim Thomas. And unfortunately, we missed the dunk, but we still got an easy putback with E, which is fine. Like, I feel like we're running pretty good offense and we're actually just getting a little bit unlucky this game. And that's going to happen. But then again, if you get unlucky, you have to just stay composed in this game. It's not going to help you to get frustrated at the game. That's a pretty decent dunk meter attempt there, but he did miss it. And again, like I said, it's just not going to do to get frustrated at the game. Take your standing dunks, take your twos. If you can get threes, that's awesome. Like the three I got with Christian Wood earlier that I missed that was wide open off the pick and pop. That's how I score a lot of my threes, is either off a screen or off a pick and pop, though, to be completely honest. I'm not just hunting threes every single possession. I'm taking them when they're there, but I'm not forcing them. That's a good play right there. Gets me out of position, gets himself a standing dunk, but we're not giving up threes, which is the other positive here. Even though we've gotten a little bit unlucky this game and missed a couple shots, we're still in a great spot to win this game because we're not making a lot of mistakes and we're not giving up threes. But we got ourselves a 4-pointer right there, using that pick and pop, having guys who can space the floor with limitless range and good releases. That's the value you're going to get out of those types of guys. Again, Christian Wood is a great budget card, can do that. A lot of free cards like E can do that. Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, etc. Those types of cards can get the job done. They can be ball handlers. They can defend. They can space the floor. And having those types of guys will allow you to compete, even if you don't have the MT to get the best cards in the game and you don't have T-Mac and David Robinson and Yao and guys like that. That's, again, a good mash. He jumped with Russell Westbrook. I really thought I should have finished it, to be completely honest, but this game just seems to not be going my way. And sometimes that's the way the game is going to go, plain and simple. You're not going to have things go your way every single time. And yet we're still in a position with a lead with 38 seconds left where we can still get a W against a pretty solid player, even though a lot of things haven't gone my way this game. Stopping and popping again, that's a mistake by me. I should have bailed out of that shot. I was trying to set my feet and shoot it, and it was actually a good look if I had gotten my feet set, but since I didn't, it wound up not being a good look, and then I turned the ball over. And that's the type of mistakes you want to avoid right there, is that type of turnover. We could have had a good look from three there. Unfortunately, we were unable to get that look because of the way the game went there. Going straight up with E, though, that's great defense, half anchor, and we do get ourselves a stop. We're leaking out in transition, and that should, as long as we can prevent a three, give us the win in this game, despite the fact that I really did not play that well, made a couple of mistakes, and our opponent got lucky. We're still going to be able to get the job done and get ourselves a win, assuming we don't give up a three here. So that's the type of thing that you can do in this game consistently and have success with in this mode. As long as you don't give up a lot of threes, you don't make a lot of mistakes, you take what the defense gives you, and you stay composed when the game hoes you and stuff, because that's going to happen. That's just the way the game is. You're going to get hoed at times, and that's 2K for you, plain and simple. So just can't give up anything easy here, plain and simple. Over close out on the three, but don't jump. That's the key right there. I don't want to jump and throw myself out of position there, and that is going to do it for this game. We might as well tack on a nice little mid-range right there at the end, and it wasn't my most impressive performance, and yet we still came out of here with a 5-point win, despite not playing super efficiently and not playing my best and getting unlucky. So That's the type of stuff you want to do if you do want to get yourself a win. And again, clutch time is definitely worth grinding even more this season than it's been worth grinding in previous seasons, because you get a really good player at 100 wins and you have a chance at good rewards on the wheel. Specifically Mike Bantam, who's like the best small forward in the game probably. If you get lucky and get that card off the wheel, which obviously is unlikely, but it is possible, you can get one of the best cards in the game for free as well, which is super nice. So in conclusion, lineup building, spacing, defense, have at least 1 or 2 ball handlers in the game. Make sure you have good settings on, and make sure you have floor spacing with a freelance on offense. Take what the defense gives you. Defensively, try not to give up very many threes. Play straight up. Don't over rotate. Just don't give up anything easy. Make your team work, or make your opponent work, and then stay composed if things don't go your way. And I think if you put all those things together, you're going to win the vast majority of your clutch time games. Advance through this pretty quickly, and hopefully y'all will get lucky and get Mike Bantam in addition to Nate Thurmond in your clutch time runs this season. So hopefully this video did help y'all out. If it did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.